This video is sponsored by Hobby Comps. Finally, the one you've all been asking for to see, the GR Yaris. Well, here it is. Yep, I know, that's not the one you really wanted to see, is it? But in this video, we're going to take a look at the Tamiya M05 GR, and we're going to take a look at mine as well. So if you're not sure what the GR Yaris is from Toyota, it was actually a project by the president of Toyota, Akio Toyoda, and Tommy Mackinnon. They helped develop the GR along with the rest of the Gazoo Racing rally team. Unfortunately for a lot of you guys watching this video that are in the US, you're not going to see them. You might however see the Corolla that's coming out next year. So before we take a look at the Tamiya version, let's have a little talk about mine, and then we're going to go for a drive. Now, I'm not a motoring journalist, so you're not going to get any fancy B-roll. It's just me with a camera stuck to the windscreen and a couple of GoPros dotted around. So the GR is a homologation special, and there's not been a homologation car from any manufacturer in the last, I think it's about 25 years. And what's also different is that Toyota made the rally car first, and then they made the GR. Whereas most, or if not all, homologations in the past, they make the production car and then they make a rally car out of it, whereas this was the other way around. So this was developed as a rally car. So one of the main features of the GR Yaris is the four-wheel drive system. This was developed specifically for it. Toyota didn't have a four-wheel drive system to put in it when they were developing it, so they had to make one from scratch, and it's awesome. So 3 modes for the four-wheel drive. Normal is 60 front, 40% rear, and then you can flick it over to track. Track gives you 50% front, 50% rear, so even split. And then you flick it over to Sport, and Sport gives you 30% front and 70% rear. It's really noticeable when you're driving, when you go, especially when you go to Sport, you can feel the back like really gripping and pushing you around the corner. Short throw, 6-speed gearbox, really nice gear change. Some people complain it's a bit notchy, but I like that. It's like a bolt action on a rifle, really nice short throw. And a real handbrake. How many cars have real handbrakes now? The interesting thing about this is when you pull the handbrake, it decouples the rear diff, so you can do handbrake turns. Mine being a circuit pack, it comes with forged alloys with Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. It's got tuned suspension, limited slip diffs, front and rear, and red calipers. So why a GR Yaris? Why did I buy one? Well, I actually wanted a Porsche 911 or Porsche 911, so I've wanted one of them for many years. My absolute dream car. And I still will have one. After seeing this thing, that's an absolute animal. After seeing this thing on all the YouTube reviews and stuff, it was a no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. It's mad. And to be honest with you, it would probably destroy a Porsche around these roads. I don't think there's many 911s that would keep up with this around the back roads. That is why I bought one. There's no other reason, because it's a beast. The Porsche dream will be there. The real reason I didn't keep going for the 911, because my budget, I kept looking at what I could get for a certain amount of money, then I was like, well, if I spend a little bit more I could get that, spend a little bit more I could get that. And it's, well, most of you probably know that it's like when you look at RC cars, you think, oh, I want one of them, then you think, well, if I put another 100 towards it I could get that one. Same with cars. And the reviews on this were so good, everyone rated it. Yeah, there's some things wrong with it. The view out between the windscreen, between the mirror and the infotainment system's a bit rubbish. There's not much view out the back. But honestly, the positives way outdo the negatives on this thing. Way outdo them. Such a dream to drive. Just cuts through the corners. So much traction. I don't think there will be a time where I'm driving around normal roads like this that I'm ever pushing it to its very limit. It's just got so much grip. I mean, I keep traction on my balls aren't big enough to turn traction off, but it just pulls and pulls and pulls, and it just doesn't lose grip. Doesn't lose grip. Love it. Anyway, let's go look at the Tamiya. So before we look at the Tamiya, massive shout to Hobby Comps for sponsoring this video. Hobby Comps gives you the opportunity to win stuff like this, like this, like this, and loads more. There's already been 85 winners. At the moment, there's a Vortex on there for $5.99. There's not many tickets left, and I'm just about to buy one, so there's not many tickets left for this, so this might be gone, but don't worry, they're always putting new stuff on there to win. I saw someone the other week won an X-Max for about £12. X-Maxes are over £1,000, so to win an X-Max for the cost of, I don't know, a packet of cigarettes is crazy. The odds are so good as well. For the Vortex, there's only 99 tickets, so less than 1 in 100 chance to win. The Tamiya X VO1, there's 50, so 1 in 50 chance. A lot of competitions you see online, they sell thousands of tickets, so your odds are pretty slim, whereas on this one, 50 tickets. I'm feeling lucky today, so I bought some tickets, and if I'm lucky enough to win anything, I'll be giving it away. So there's links in the description for you to check out. You can see the current competitions, you can see the previous competitions and winners. 18 and over, and it is UK only. If you put Tomley RC in as a discount code, you'll get 10% off your purchases as well. Go check them out. Right, let's look at this Tamiya. I've got quite a funny, well, I think it's a funny story anyway. When I ordered this back in November, and I ordered my actual GR back in November as well. I got the real one before I got this one. They sold out, and then it was at the time when, you know, with Brexit and everything was crazy was going on with leaving the EU and stuff like that. And these got delayed after they'd sold out. And I didn't actually get this till I think it was the month after I got my actual GR. So this body I had painted by Shark Fat. I'll leave a link to his Facebook page. The reason I wanted him to paint it is because I wanted that carbon roof. Although it's vinyl wrapped on the actual GR, it is carbon, it's forged carbon, and they put a vinyl wrap on it to protect it, but it is actually a carbon roof. Some people don't believe it is. There are a couple of things that I am not too keen on with Tamiya's version, and you can probably guess what the first one is. Being that it's the MO5 chassis, it's front wheel drive. Now, in all fairness to Tamiya, around 50% of the GRs being made are going to be sold in Japan, and they are going to be front wheel drive. So in all fairness, they've made it front wheel drive, the actual one's 4-wheel drive, but they're not exactly wrong. And something that's probably a little bit more annoying that it's front wheel drive, it's on the MO5 long wheelbase chassis, which is 239 millimeters. It's 1/10 scale. The GR's got a 2,500, I think it's 2,560 millimeter wheelbase. So if we were to put that into 10th scale, that would be around 250 odd millimeters. The wheelbase on the actual GR is bigger than a Porsche. Tamiya could have easily put this on a 4-wheel drive chassis. Even if it was on the TT02, you'd then have a 4-wheel drive scale GR. But it still looks good, doesn't it? The M chassis are relatively easy to build, not a difficult build at all. They come with a silver can. I've put a sport tuned in here just to give it a little bit more speed. Stock supplied ESC, and then just a transmitter receiver that I've got, and a Spectrum servo in there. But with the Tamiya kits, you do need your own servo and radio gear. Most of them do come with ESCs and motors. But yeah, this is a black can sport tune. Friction dampers, like I mentioned, front engine, front wheel drive, and these are really good fun. I've got the body mounted with magnets, just to give it a cleaner look. Before we take this out and do a little speed run and then a 0 to something or other, let's go and see how fast my GR is 0 to 60. Right, 0 to 60 time. Now I've had this 4.8. 4.8 is my best, or 4.85. Book time to 62 is 5.2, I think. You can get to 60 in second gear. Everyone recognises 0 to 60, don't they? None of this 0 to 62 stuff. Start my test. So start my test, traction off. We've got traction off. Traction off, we're in sport mode, it's the best mode. go. What do we get? Read. Oh, 5 seconds. That was rubbish. Let's have another go at that. Here we go. Yeah, 4.8. That'd do. That's not bad carrying my load around. So I believe the GR is limited to 146 mile an hour. It gets there pretty quick apparently. So let's see how fast the Tamiya is. Not 146 miles an hour fast. So sport tune motor gives it a little bit of extra pep. 2S lipo, I'm gonna say 20 mile an hour. Oh, yeah, maybe. Whoa. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Go on, son. You got this. No, what? How can you roll a front wheel drive thing like that? Gonna get run over by a Tesla now. Oh, dirty electric cars. Anyway, what do you reckon? Let's have a look. 24 mile an hour, better than I thought. The GR done 0 to 60 in 4.86 seconds. Let's put this to 0 to 22. I think we beat 4.8 seconds. Don't roll, don't roll. Wow. It certainly doesn't handle like that. 2.6 seconds to 22 mile an hour. Beast. So these M chassis are really good fun. Front wheel drive. They got really weird, well not weird, they got quite cool handling characteristics. You get lift off oversteer, but you can also get loads of understeer. They're good fun. Whoa, mind the body. That's it for this video, guys. Cheers for watching and a massive thanks to Hobby Comps for sponsoring the video. Remember, check out all them links in the description, get yourself a discount, win yourself, well, you could win yourself a GR Yaris. This one, unfortunately, not that one. Cheers for watching. I'll see you next time.